Former Deputy Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce and 5 other MPs have begun a controversial 5-day visit to Taiwan. Critics claim the group is undermining the Australian government's efforts to improve relations with China. Let's go live to Asia Correspondent Brent O'Halloran in Taipei. So Brent, the trips from MPs are generally, when we look at this, always the non-executive. So that's the one thing both sides are careful to do. What's the purpose and why are these MPs copping criticism this time?
Well, Tom, the purpose is said to be shoring up relations with Taiwan as part of efforts to ensure peace in the Indo-Pacific. The fear is that it might hurt Australian efforts to improve relations with China. 6 MPs from Labor and the Coalition will have started a 5-day visit. It is the first delegation of its type since 2019. China, of course, claims Taiwan as its own. It's prepared to unify by force, and it doesn't appreciate it conducting separate foreign relations. While Australia's 3-year diplomatic freeze with China, our biggest trading partner, only ended a few weeks ago. That is why some analysts believe this trip has the potential to do more harm than good. However, other MPs have a different perspective.
There's been many parliamentarians who have been to Taiwan. They go as bipartisan delegations of the parliament. It's been a long-standing tradition, and really this should have nothing to do with our relationship with China.
Tom, Taiwan's been rolling out the welcome mat for foreign politicians quite frequently in the past few weeks. Last week it was a group from the UK, a group of MPs, as well as officials from the Caribbean and the governor of the US state of Idaho. The Australian MPs will meet with the Foreign Minister and President, as well as with the Minister for Mainland Affairs. That's the person who deals with relations with Beijing. They'll also visit a farm, a local school and a semiconductor factory, Tom.
Timing always crucial. The government was sort of talking and hoping for a thawing of relations. So what will this visit do to those prospects?
Yeah, that's the crucial thing really, Tom, is the timing of it. As you mentioned, that recent meeting between President Xi and Prime Minister Anthony Albanese suggested that things were on the up in terms of the Australian relations with China. Of course, you've got the escalation in military activity around Taiwan following the US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit in August. So it is an interesting time to have a controversial visit, Tom.
It is. We'll see what unfolds because well, it's been a rocky few years, hasn't it? So it might not take much for us to go back in the deep freezer. We'll see. Brent, thank you.